The change of seasons from summer to fall can signal many different things for people. For some, it means going back to school, the end of a vacation, or even the start of the holiday season. But to sports fans, one thought is generally the first to leap to our mind: football season. And better yet, to sports fans who also happen to be gamers, we immediately think of Madden. A lot of overhaul was promised for this year's release of Madden NFL 12. The past few entries to the series were thought to be stale and stagnant. However, with the new year comes new hope. There was hope that there would be an NFL season this year, and as the lockout ended, that hope was realized. Will the outcome for Madden NFL 12 be the same? Stick around to find out. Madden NFL 12 definitely starts on a positive note with its presentation. It's very easy to tell that the developers at EA Tiburon have watched their fair share of football broadcasts, because the presentation within the TV networks and this game are deadly similar. While playing this game, I have literally had people ask me what channel the game is on, because they think that it's a real game. Fueling this reality are the new entrances for teams. It's just a little something that gives you more of a stadium atmosphere, but they do get boring after watching them a few times. The depth of reality definitely adds to the atmosphere of the game, bringing gamers as close to the sport as they'll get from sitting in front of their TV. The driving force behind this are the fantastic visuals. This year, all the blades of grass on the field are rendered in 3D. There are new facial animations as well, which also help with the realism factor. It's definitely a welcome overhaul from last year. However, the presentation does have one aspect holding it back: the commentary. I'm disappointed to say that Chris Collinsworth repeats many of the same sayings from last year, and the new ones that have been added will be covered in just one game of play and then repeated over and over again. Madden NFL 12 also features a few gameplay changes. For starters, to comply with the new NFL rule, all kickoffs now start from the 35 instead of the 30. Also, there are over 100 new tackle animations this year, along with 40 gang tackle animations. I've played a good number of hours in this game, and I don't think I've seen the same animation twice. Along with the new rules and the new tackle animations, they've changed the button layout for your audibles again. Last year's change was poorly received, with some citing that it was too complicated and not quick enough to get to the certain audible that you want. This time, the system is much more streamlined and fast. But don't worry, all of your options are still there. Say you read the defense and you know they're going to run, but you've called a cover 4. It's no problem to then send in a couple of your linebackers in on a blitz. Now we get to some of the more major overhauls of the game, primarily franchise mode. The past few years we've seen the same franchise mode released, and while enjoyable, it definitely got stale. This year gives you the ability to cut down your roster from 75 to 53 in the preseason, and it offers you player traits, which essentially show you what players are on either hot or cold streaks. These in turn affect how well they play in game. Along with that, there's also a new free agency mode, which is much more fast and hectic, similar to its real-life counterpart. You bid on free agents. So if one team is bidding and you really want to get this free agent, you're going to have to up your bid and spend more of your cap space. Back again is Madden Ultimate Team, which now allows you to trade cards. It's a fun little TCG/video game hybrid. And of course, the online mode of Madden has returned. Unfortunately, while online communities are a cool feature, the servers still feature about a half second of lag or so between what button you press and what happens on the field. This may not seem like much, but it can definitely make an impact on your game. While all these additions are fantastic, a negative for this would have to be the lack of a new game type. Hopefully, now that Madden has a lot of the groundwork for the series done in terms of visuals, presentation, and gameplay, we'll see a much more robust release next year. But don't let this deter you from picking up this title. If you're a football fan, Madden NFL 12 is still the best in the series from recent memory. Many changes have been made, most for the better, and you can tell that it's really striving to be a realistic counterpart to the actual NFL. While it's not quite there yet, there's still hours upon hours of fun to be had in this title.